is here right at 10:15 a.m. here on Wednesday, October 8th. It appears we do have a quorum, so I do hereby call this meeting of the Industrial Development Board to order. Moving on to item number 2, public comment period. The Industrial Development Board holds a designated public comment period at each meeting. Members of the public in attendance may provide comments to the board or its committees during such designated time. Members of the public are allotted 2 minutes for public comment. No advance registration is required. Is there anyone here from the public wishing to speak today? All right. As there is no one here from the public wishing to speak, we will close the public comment period. Moving on to item number 3, approval of prior meeting minutes. I will give everyone a couple moments to review these. These were obviously included in the packet.
I know I made a comment about misspellings last time and I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct about these. Forbes is spelled with it. It's Forbes. So that's in there multiple times. And then Artesia is misspelled. It's Artesia. And then a couple times Dominion. It's Dominium is misspelled. I think a couple instances in there it's spelled as Dominion, like instead of Dominium.
I guess it corrected all the Bellevues.
Yes.
Thank you. And again, the main couple of topics we did during this meeting was the approval of the amendment to the Madison Station project. Very exciting project. Got an update on that. So really exciting project. That initially came to our board several years ago. All right. Are there any other changes? All right. I'll entertain a Vice Chair, if you want to make a motion to approve the minutes with those changes, I'll entertain that motion. The board can entertain that motion.
I guess just a point of clarification, a couple of the changes that I made, I was recused on that matter, so I don't know if I'm able to.
Oh, you recused yourself on Madison Station?
Correct.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's
You sure
true.
did. All right. So how about so there are a couple misspellings.
I can make the motion.
To include correction of Artesia, Ratesia, Daniel Forbes, Forbes, and then Dominium. Is that all of them? All right, do you
I'll
want to
make
make
a motion for the changes of those names to be corrected for Artesian and Dominion.
So approve the minutes with those
Yes, with those
changes.
changes.
Is your motion? Okay.
Second.
All right, so a motion on the floor, properly second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. All right, motion carried. Let the record show the chair abstained. Thank you. All right, moving on to item number 4, Officer Election Secretary Treasurer. Again, this is a vacant position due to Board Member Anthony Davis. His term ended, so that's why this vacancy is created. We'll do elections again next year, but primarily you're responsible for executing documents. We do have an assistant treasurer, Board Member Rodriguez. He's out today, so that's why we like to have 2 as backup. And I would say, just with this coming up to the end of the year, I would be shocked if there's not going to be a time outside of a board meeting where there's some documents that need to be executed, because our board, for example, for pilot agreements, although this board has not approved any new pilots recently, in those pilot agreements, the properties have to be deeded to the Industrial Development Board. So I would just anticipate with the end of the year coming, there'll be something that comes up, and you'll be needed and called on to execute documents, obviously after legal review. So just keep that in mind. It's not a huge lift, but just keep that in mind. So with that, how we have done elections typically is nominations from the floor. Okay. So with that, I'll entertain nominations for Secretary Treasurer. And you can nominate yourself too if you want.
I'll nominate myself.
You can nominate yourself, right?
You can.
All right. Let's get this going. All right. Thank you, Board Member Yankee. No shame in that. All right. Are there any other nominations for the floor for Secretary Treasurer? All right. So we have a nomination. Board Member Yankee. Do we have a motion to approve Board Member Yankee as Secretary and Treasurer?
I'll make a motion.
All right, Board Member Wright, we have a second. Thank you, Board Member Cordova, so properly seconded. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. All right, motion carried. Let the record show the chair abstained. Thank you for your willingness to serve in that role. Thank you. All right, moving on to item number 4. Approval of Tennessee State Grant Amendment. So there's 2. We'll take these individually. So again, these are state grants, so this is not Metro funds. These grants have actually already been approved by this board, so these are just amendments to those grants. And again, our board serves as a pass-through on those deals where the funds are provided from the state gives us the funds, we then pass those on to the company. So it's not Metro money, but that's the way it's done because of state law. So again, these have already come before us previously. And again, we'll take these separately. The first one is iHeart Media and Entertainment. That initially came to our board back in 2022 for approval. And let's see, Jamari, Josh, do you want to get, or Metro League, do you all want to give us a quick change? This is a minor change here on these amendments.
Yeah, I can be very quick, and then Director Brown can jump in anything that I missed out on. So as the chair mentioned, these are pass-through grants, and the accountability agreements for both of these. So after we have paid out the grant amount, the state really facilitates that. The various companies are required to meet certain metrics to make sure they still qualify for those grant amounts that were given. If not, they're able to claw back that money. And so 2 of these are really just some administrative changes that the state has requested be done. For iHeart Media, that accountability agreement amendment is changing the start date for the compliance period. Originally, I believe it was January 1st of 2020, but it's now changing that start date to 12/2/19. It changes the due date for the baseline report. And then also it amends the Exhibit B to reflect those changes to the start date and the baseline report requirement. Director Brown, is there anything that I missed?
No,
with respect to
that's it.
iHeart Media. August Bioservices, kind of the same thing. It is changing the period of the compliance period. Forgive me, I don't have the dates in front of me of what the changes are, but obviously it's reflected in the amendment what the new compliance period will be. And then also it changes the performance requirement metrics as far as when the jobs will be counted for. And then it also provides that under the agreement, if 90% of the performance requirement is met, that still complies with the overall goal. So before I think it was 100%, but now as long as they meet 90% of what was anticipated, they should be fine and still qualify for the grant funds. Director Brown, anything to add on
Yeah,
that?
one small note on the extension of the compliance period. Traditionally, the state gives a company 3 years, that they can choose which 3 that they want to look at, and it's an average of those 3 years to be in compliance. They've added a 4th year, which is going into year 8 for them to hit that milestone, and it's due to slowdowns due to COVID.
And August Bioservices, they have a facility in Donaldson on Elm Hill Pike. And they came before us last year as well. All right, so we have the documents. Metro Legal, you've reviewed these documents. Is there, from a legal perspective, if the board so chooses, is everything in order for the board to approve from a
It is,
legal
Chair.
perspective?
It
All
is.
right, thank you, Metro Legal. All right, thank you both for comments on that. So I'll do these individually. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the state grant amendment for iHeartMedia and Entertainment Incorporated. All right, thank you. We have a motion. All right, second by Board Member Wright. Thank you. All right, any discussion?
Yeah, I have just a clarifying question, for the record. How many jobs this is representing?
Second.
I'm gonna ask it on the other one too, so.
And this is for iHeart. I was
Yeah.
looking that up. I don't know.
If he can't find these, can we get back to you on that? These
I
are
just want it as a matter of record, because, when people, go back to understand what has happened, I think that there's just a matter of consumer clarity in regard to how many jobs this represents.
Sure, I'm with you. What I'm saying is it from a discussion standpoint, that's not material to what we're
Sure.
approving today. Is it okay if we can
Yeah,
move
move it to
forward
the
in
hill
the
for those
yeah,
answers.
and then
Sure.
still we'll make sure it's on the
So,
record.
and to add one more note, the jobs and details were previously discussed to the IDB when this first came through the process.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put it in context with people researching later for it to be immediately available in our minutes, how many jobs it represented, just as a matter of consumer awareness.
Trying to find that.
But we can get it later, as long as
Yep.
it's a matter of the minutes, that'd be great.
Yep, that's fine. We'll follow up at the next meeting as well, so make sure it's in the
Sure.
minutes too. So, all right, thank you for that. Any other discussion items? All right, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. All right, motion carried. Please let the record show that the chair abstained. Moving on to item number 2 on this matter, approval of Tennessee State Grant Amendments for August Bioservices LLC. I'll entertain a motion to approve the Tennessee ECD State Grant Amendment for August Bioservices. All right, thank you, Board Member Wright. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, thank you, Board Member Van Rees. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, any opposed say nay. All right, motion carried. Please let the record show that the chair abstained, and we'll follow up on that.
August Bioservices
thank
was 180 jobs, and I'm still trying to, iHeart's was a few years ago, and so
Sure.
I'm trying to find that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, out of my memory. 180 for bioservice?
Yeah, August Bioservices.
Thank you.
Yeah, iHeartRadio was 2022, so, let's see here. I might have this. Give me 1 second, Board. Let's see. All right, we'll get back to it, because I think I have, where it should be. So, we'll get back on that one and make sure.
iHeart looks like it was also 180 jobs.
Oh, perfect.
They're both 180 jobs? Thank you.
Thank you for your question on that. All right. Thank you. So, item number 6 is no longer on the agenda. Unfortunately, nothing by this board or our team. Everything is unfortunately not in order with the allocation for them to be awarded for this project. Again, nothing that we can control. We anticipated that everything would be ready by today, and obviously the documents were included in the board packet that you received last week. So everything's been done on our end, and we anticipate everything to be ready. But again, things happen. It's out of our control. So we'll have to move on today. We have our issuance counsel here, Charles or Corbin. Is there anything else you would like to add to that briefly?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, thank you.
And welcome to our 2 new board members. The Tennessee Housing Development Agency controls in the state of Tennessee volume cap allocation and tax credit allocation. And they have typically 2 rounds. Round one was earlier this year. This is round two. And they have been delayed for a number of reasons. And there's, of course, federal government shutdown now that impacts certain components of this process. And we had hoped that THDA would have released formally its official awards, and they have not. We've been anticipating it and waiting day to day for the last couple of weeks, and it just has not come out. We understand that it's imminent now, that it should be coming out, and then after that, there's a process that they would submit the allocations to the developers. There are payments that are required to confirm those allocations, and that's where we're in the process. So as soon as that's completed, the developer is prepared to move forward immediately. We are prepared to move forward immediately. So we don't have an exact timetable this morning, but that's why the agenda item was deferred.
And thank you, and I'm sorry because you all were not here last meeting because we didn't have any bond items, but this is our Issuers Council. So a couple of years ago, this is Charles Carpenter, this is Corbin Carpenter, they're based out of Memphis. So a couple of years ago, Board Member Johnson was on the board. I want to say Board Member Wright, Board Member Cordova. You weren't. I don't think you weren't on the board when we went through the process. I don't think.
No,
with
I
them.
think
Yeah. Okay.
just the very
Later. Yeah.
final.
So essentially, we had Issuers Council previously. So we have Metro Legal, but we went through the process of putting together our RFP, and so we did that and put a committee together, and we had several firms submit to us. And and we chose the Carpenters along with several other firms to meet with the board, and after that, ultimately the board voted to move forward with the Carpenters, and I can say that it's been great. They're very knowledgeable, which the board, like I said, made the decision to move forward, and again, because you all are new to the board. A lot of these bond projects that we're doing now are a testament to the team here because we went through a period of transition about 2 years ago, and I tasked Metro Legal and our Issuers Council to update our bond policies. At the time, had no clue how much bond stuff was coming to us, but I just wanted the board to be in a position so that if those projects were available, we put ourselves in a position to do that. They took the lead in updating those. Jamari Brown came back to his role in Metro, and he also assisted with that. And then last winter, so almost 2 years ago now, this board approved updating our bond policy. So those current bond policies that you have, that's thanks to the leadership, and again, thanks to the board for approving those. And since then, we've been rolling on. This is the most we've done last year, and this year is the most we've done ever when it comes to bond financing projects. So really excited about that. Thank you. So just an introduction
Thank
there.
you.
All right, moving on to record time today. Moving on to Chairman's report. I'll be brief. So a couple things, couple updates. Number one, you all should have received an email from Jamari here a couple of weeks ago. I want to thank Board Member Yankee. We ran into each other at the Nisha Medical grand opening announcement. So really excited. That's located on Vanderbilt's campus. They're based in Buffalo, New York, but they're going to be doing an innovation lab on Vanderbilt's campus. 38 new jobs, $4.5 million investment. They're actually building out the facility now, and that should be ready to go. Sounds like next year. So really cool ceremony. And again, those are not items that you all are required to go. I've asked Jamari whenever he gets those, send those out to the board in case people can attend. And so it's great to see Board Member Yankee there. It was really cool ceremony, and we'll make sure that once the facility, there's a grand opening, once the facility and the build out is finished, that we'll be invited to that as well. So really excited on that. Second item, speaking of bond items, so Last year, one of the first bond projects we did after we updated our bond application was Cumberland Housing. That's located in West Nashville. It's a recovery center for those dealing with addiction. Had the opportunity to go to their groundbreaking ceremony and have stayed in communication with them. So the dormitory is set to open here later this year. So they're on schedule with construction. Do anticipate there'll be a grand opening ceremony celebration in December. So just be on the lookout for that invite. If it comes to myself or Jamari, we'll make sure that Jamari forwards it out to you all in case you want to attend. But it's in West Nashville, and again, we did bond financing for that project in Q1 of last year. Lastly, as we get close to the end of the year now, right? We're at the end of the year due to some challenges on timing with what happened with the item we had to pull off the agenda today. It may be necessary for us to have a meeting outside of our normal window, our normal time. Don't really like to move meetings around because it's easier. We know the meetings are here. It's great, but obviously sometimes we need to be flexible. So don't have a date yet, and there's no guarantee on that, but just want to share that with you. And obviously if we do that, not a whole lot of time with the holidays approaching. So just want to share that with you, and Jamari will follow back up with the board on that. So anyway, well, with that said, no other items on the agenda. I'd say this is record-breaking time ever. Because we started a little after 10 too, so anyway. But with there being no further business, it is here right at 10:37 a.m. I do want to thank our Issuers Council. I want to thank Metro Legal. I want to thank Metro ECD, Metro Finance, and also, most importantly, thank you, the board members, for your contributions. I really appreciate your time. So with there being no further business, we will adjourn the meeting. It's here right at 10:37 a.m. Thank you all. Have a fantastic rest of the day.
Thank you.
Miss Laura, I need your signature.
You should have texted me and told me.